What if the secret to longevity and a light, balanced life wasn't hidden in strict diets or modern health trends, but in ancient, simple practices rooted in mindfulness and balance? In Japan, a country known for its remarkable number of centenarians, rice is not avoided. It is embraced daily. Yes, white rice, often demonized in many Western diet circles, is a staple at nearly every Japanese meal. And yet, Japan has one of the lowest obesity rates in the world, and its people enjoy some of the longest, healthiest lives on the planet. This contrast raises a powerful question. How is it possible to eat rice every single day and not struggle with weight gain or metabolic issues? What is it that the Japanese know? Or perhaps more importantly, what is it that they practice that allows them to maintain such vitality without sacrificing tradition? Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, a revered Japanese physician who lived a vibrant life until the age of 105, serves as a living example of this wisdom. Dr. Hinohara never abandoned rice from his diet. He understood that true health doesn't come from demonizing foods or adopting extreme measures, but from integrating balanced habits into everyday life. For him, rice wasn't a threat to health. It was part of a well-orchestrated symphony of nourishment, movement, and mindful living. In today's reflection, we will explore the subtle yet powerful reasons why rice, when eaten the Japanese way, supports, rather than sabotages, a healthy life. We'll uncover the principles of portion control, the role of mindful eating, the importance of natural daily movement, and the deep cultural respect for moderation that shapes Japan's approach to food. Beyond the science and the customs lies a profound lesson. It's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it and how you live your life around it. It's about rhythm, balance, and the quiet discipline of simplicity. This is not a diet. This is a way of being, a philosophy of living that honors the body, the moment, and the food. Prepare yourself for an invitation into this timeless wisdom, a way of eating and living that doesn't promise quick fixes, but offers something much more precious, a life of sustained health, peace, and joyful longevity. When we think of rice in the Western world, we often imagine long-grain varieties, fluffy, dry, and separated. But in Japan, the rice is different. It's a short-grain variety, sticky, with a delicate, pearlescent sheen. Though it is white, rice, commonly criticized in many nutritional circles, its nature changes when consumed the traditional Japanese way. Here, rice is never eaten in isolation. It is always accompanied by a careful symphony of foods, lean proteins like grilled fish or tofu, vibrant vegetables like spinach and daikon radish, and fermented elements like miso soup or natto. This combination is not accidental. It is the result of centuries of observation and refinement. Each element plays a role. The fiber from the vegetables slows down the digestion of the carbohydrates. The proteins help balance the glycemic impact. The fermented foods nourish the gut microbiome, enhancing digestion and nutrient absorption. Together, they create a meal that is gentle on the body and supportive of its natural rhythms. In Western meals, rice is often piled high on the plate, loaded with oils or served alongside heavy, rich foods. The Japanese approach, however, treats rice almost reverently. It is seen as a foundation, not the centerpiece, of the meal, a supporting actor, not the star. This mindset reflects a deeper philosophy of balance and restraint, a respect for the quiet power of simplicity. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara lived by this principle. He understood that food is not merely fuel, but a dialogue with the body. He often spoke of the importance of harmony in eating, the balance of flavors, textures, and nutrients creating not just satisfaction but wellness. Rice, within this framework, becomes not an enemy, but an ally. When we view rice through this Japanese lens, We see it not as an isolated nutrient to be feared, but as part of a greater whole, a meal that speaks softly to the body, offering nourishment without excess, energy without strain. It invites us to shift our perspective, to see food not as a battle to be fought, but as a relationship to be nurtured with mindfulness and care. In Japan, the philosophy surrounding food is deeply intertwined with the notion of balance. Nowhere is this more evident than in the size of the portions served. In many Western cultures, plates are filled generously, often to the point of overwhelming the senses and the body. Large servings are seen as symbols of abundance, of generosity. Yet, in Japan, modesty governs the dining table. A typical serving of rice fits neatly into a small, hand-sized bowl. Each accompanying dish, whether a piece of grilled fish, a small bowl of miso soup, or a few pickled vegetables, is likewise modest. The Japanese meal is not about excess. It's about sufficiency. It's designed to provide exactly what the body needs. No more, no less. This is not simply a matter of calorie control. It reflects a deeper cultural principle known as hara hachibu. Eat until you are 80% full. It's an intuitive guide that teaches respect for the body's natural signals. A practice of stopping before satiety tips into discomfort. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara lived his life with this principle quietly woven into his daily habits. He believed that overeating was not just harmful to the body, but a disturbance to the mind and spirit as well. By practicing moderation, he argued, we give the body the opportunity to maintain balance and the mind the clarity to recognize satisfaction. In Japan, a meal invites mindfulness through its very structure. The small portions encourage slower eating, a deeper connection to hunger and fullness cues, and an appreciation of the meal's subtleties. There is no rush to consume, no urge to finish everything on the plate for the sake of it. Instead, there's a quiet conversation happening between the body and the food, the eater and the meal. This stands in sharp contrast to the hurried, oversized meals so common in modern life. It reminds us that true nourishment is not about abundance, but about sufficiency, about understanding when we have had enough, about fostering a relationship with food that is not based on fear or deprivation, but on respect, moderation, and awareness. In this way, eating becomes not just a biological necessity, but a mindful act of self-care, one that, over a lifetime, can lead to greater health, vitality, and peace. In Japan, meals are more than moments of nourishment. They are rituals of presence. The act of eating is treated with a quiet reverence that transforms the simplest meal into a mindful ceremony. Unlike the rushed, multitasking meals so common elsewhere, eaten in front of screens, between meetings, or during commutes, the Japanese meal is a dedicated space of time and attention. Each bite is deliberate. Each flavor is noticed. Each texture is appreciated. This mindful approach to eating is deeply rooted in a broader cultural philosophy known as Ichigo Ichi-e, one time, one meeting. It teaches that every encounter, every experience, every meal is unique and unrepeatable. Meals are to be honored, not hurried. This respect infuses not only the preparation of food, but its consumption, turning a daily necessity into an act of gratitude. Eating slowly has profound effects on the body. It gives the brain time to register fullness, which typically takes about 20 minutes. It allows digestion to begin properly in the mouth, aided by thorough chewing. It reduces the likelihood of overeating because the eater remains connected to the body's signals of hunger and satiety. When meals are rushed, these signals are often missed, leading to overconsumption and the discomfort that follows. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara often spoke about the dangers of haste, not just in diet, but in life. He believed that slowing down was an essential element of health, a way to align the body and mind, to find a natural rhythm that supports longevity. To him, eating was not a mechanical act, but a meditative one, a practice that nourished both the physical and the spiritual self. Imagine sitting down to a traditional Japanese meal. A modest bowl of rice, a delicate piece of grilled fish, a small serving of pickled vegetables, a cup of miso soup. There is no excess, no clutter, only balance. The chopsticks move with grace. The senses are engaged fully, and the mind is quieted. This scene is not extraordinary in Japan. It is daily life. Through this mindful eating, the Japanese cultivate not only better digestion and healthier bodies, but also a deeper sense of gratitude and contentment. It's a reminder that the way we eat shapes more than our health. It shapes our experience of life itself. Movement in Japan is not seen as a chore, a burden, or an obligation to be checked off a daily list. It is a natural, integral part of everyday life, seamlessly woven into the fabric of routine activities. From early childhood to old age, the Japanese engage in continuous, low-intensity physical activity that supports health without requiring formal workouts or structured exercise programs. Cities and towns are designed for pedestrians. Public transportation encourages walking, cycling, and standing. Elevators and escalators coexist with staircases that many prefer to climb, even when an easier option is available. Elderly men and women can often be seen riding bicycles to markets, tending gardens, or taking quiet, deliberate strolls through parks. Movement is not an event, it is a lifestyle. This continuous, moderate activity has profound metabolic benefits. It keeps the muscles engaged throughout the day, enhances circulation, and maintains flexibility. Most importantly, it ensures that the energy derived from food, including rice, is consistently used by the body rather than stored as fat. The human body, after all, was designed for motion. In Japan, this design is respected and honored every day. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara exemplified this philosophy of natural movement. Even into his centenarian years, he made a point of walking daily, moving purposefully through his environment. He saw walking not only as a means to maintain physical health, but also as a way to clear the mind, to observe the world, and to stay connected with life. In the West, exercise is often packaged as a product, something that must be scheduled, paid for, and endured. But in Japan, movement is organic. It happens not because of obligation, but because of the natural design of life itself. It's built into daily routines, making it sustainable across a lifetime. This way of living teaches a profound lesson that health and vitality are not outcomes of extraordinary effort, but of consistent, ordinary habits. By making movement a natural part of life, the Japanese maintain strength, agility, and metabolic efficiency well into old age. And in doing so, they reveal a simple truth. Longevity is not a prize won at the end of a race, but a quiet reward for living each day with mindful attention to the body's need for gentle, constant motion. The Japanese relationship with food, and especially with rice, offers a lesson far deeper than mere nutrition. It's a philosophy of life, grounded in simplicity, mindfulness, and balance. In Japan, rice is not demonized. It is respected, served modestly, accompanied by nourishing foods, and enjoyed slowly in a state of full presence. This quiet, steady approach to eating is mirrored in the way they move, the way they live, carefully, intentionally, with respect for the rhythms of the body and the flow of time. True health, as the Japanese show us, is not the result of extreme diets or relentless exercise routines. It is cultivated gently, over time, through mindful attention to the basics. Moderate portions, slow meals, natural daily movement. Health is not an end goal. It's a way of living. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara embodied these principles, showing that longevity is not about rigid control, but about harmony with ourselves, with our food, and with the life around us. Rice, when viewed through this lens, transforms from a feared carbohydrate into a symbol of a balanced life. It teaches us that no single food is the enemy. Imbalance is. And balance is not achieved through restriction, but through awareness of how we eat, how we move, and how we live. If you feel inspired by these lessons and are ready to bring more balance, simplicity, and vitality into your daily life, subscribe to our channel. Here, we share timeless Japanese practices designed to help you live longer, live better, and live with greater serenity. Leave a comment below. What part of the Japanese approach to eating inspired you the most? We would love to hear your reflections, and if you know someone who could benefit from these gentle lessons in health and longevity, share this video with them. Sometimes, one small change, a slower meal, a mindful step can open the door to a lifetime of better living. Subscribe, comment, and share. And let's walk this path of mindful longevity together.